Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today I will be unboxing my newest toy from PYD Life. This is their newest sublimation oven and I am so excited about this thing. Now today I'm only going to do the unboxing and we will just kind of give it like a brief overview and look at it and look at some of the features. The next time you see me with this, I will be sublimating a dog bowl. I've decided that's the first project I want to try with this. PYD Life sent me a dog bowl, I don't know, a few months ago, and I never sublimated it. And I'll probably do that in the first tutorial that you see with this sublimation oven. If you find this unboxing helpful in any way, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Now we are going to unbox this. I have looked on Amazon and I noticed that this is selling for $279. And I think that's a reasonable price, but let's get this baby unboxed and get a look at it. Now that I have the sublimation oven out of the package, let's take a closer look at it. You can see that it is trimmed in what looks like rose gold a little bit, in my opinion. I think that they probably upgraded a lot of the features. We are going to definitely plug it in so we can see what the digital display looks like. This looks like a more simplified version of the other sublimation oven that I love, but let's see what this one comes with. So I see it comes with this tray and this user manual. And it is the sublimation oven that is capable of, it has a capacity of 12 liters. I'm sure it's just a standard user manual that'll let you know how to use it. One thing I love about the PYD Life Sublimation user manuals is that it comes with like instructions for how to sublimate multiple products. So I think that's good to have it all in one place and you're not having to try to figure out, well, how do I do a tumbler and how do I do a mug? I love the fact that you can find that in the user manual. It also comes with this little bag right here. Let's see, there's a thank you card in here, and it comes with this heat resistant silicone glove. Look at that. That's fancy. It's very fancy. Okay, it also comes with heat resistant tape, and this is wider than the Cricut brand that I typically, oh, it might be the same size, I'm not sure. It also comes with these shrink sleeves, so that's good. It looks like it comes with various sizes, so that is awesome. Let me get the tape removed so we can open this. All right, let's measure it and see how wide it is. So if I were to measure this going across, it is right at 12 inches wide, and so it's right at 12 by 12. It's not big at all. It has a very small footprint. All right, so let's open it up and see what it looks like. Ooh, this is where we would have a sound effect. Okay, so there's already a tray in there see. Okay, so it kind of looks like the tray that comes in the other one, and then it also comes with this extra tray. I feel like I want to bake some brownies or something. Let me know if you want some brownies in the oven. Okay, so there is that. Right, so I guess you can decide which of these trays you want to use. Let's plug it in and see what it looks like. I originally plugged this in off camera and I was going to show you what the digital display looked like. And then I realized once I plugged it in, the sublimation oven powered on automatically. So I don't want you to be alarmed. I want to show you what happens when you plug it in. So I'm going to go back around the table. I put my power strip right here on the table so we can look at what happens. So I'm going to plug it in and you'll see that it powered on automatically. Don't be alarmed when that happens. All you have to do if you're not ready to get started right away is just hold the play button down for 3 seconds and you can power it off like that. Now let's take a closer look at the settings and how the digital display works. There is one button on the front. You would power it on by pressing and just holding the play button, and you see it comes on and it already is set to the last temperature that it was used at. Right now the setting is at 375 degrees. If I want to decrease it, I would turn the knob to the left. To increase the temperature, I would turn the knob to the right. And the setting does decrease and increase in 5-degree intervals. I have it on Fahrenheit right now. I'm probably always going to keep mine on Fahrenheit. However, if I want to change it to Celsius, I would press the temperature icon and I would hold that temperature icon until I see the setting change to Celsius. Okay, it's flashing right now, but I'm going to change it back to Fahrenheit by just holding the temperature icon. Okay, and it moved back to Fahrenheit. So let's just say that's the temperature I want to keep it on. And now it's flashing. I'm going to press it one more time. So my temperature is set at 375 degrees. Now, if I want to change the time setting, there is a little clock icon right there on the right. So what I would do, let me move my camera up so you can get a better view of the little clock icon that's on the display. I think that's better. So there's the clock. I'll hold that clock icon and I can see the default time is 9 minutes. Once again, if I want to change that, like by decreasing it, I would turn the knob to the left, and to increase it, I would turn the knob to the right. Now, according to what's in the manual, the time goes all the way up to 60 minutes. I'm sure I'll never use it for that long, but just wanted to note that. All right, so let's put the time right back on 9 minutes. Let's say that's the time I want. I'm going to tap that clock icon again. And if I were ready to sublimate my first product at 9 minutes for 375 degrees, I would press the play button and you'll see it come on, and the indicator light that says run will start to blink. This means the sublimation oven is heating up to my desired temperature and time. Now, because I'm not sublimating anything, I'm going to go ahead and press the pause button, and I'm actually going to get this powered down because I'm not going to use it at this time. I just wanted you to see just how easy this is to use. I think this is such a simple and easy to use sublimation oven. Now let's look at the inside and see how many tumblers we can fit in there at one time. All right, so I'm gonna open it up. I grabbed a few tumblers. Some of these have already been sublimated, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so let's see how many will fit in there nicely. And you know, I don't think it's a good idea to put too many in at a time, because I don't think it's a good idea for them to be touching as they are going through that sublimation process. All right. So far I can fit 3 in there at one time. These are all 20-ounce tumblers. If I were going to try to sublimate all three of these at one time, I would probably put something in between each of them to make sure they weren't touching. Maybe I would put a straw in or a silicone sleeve or something to make sure that there was space in between each one of them. Otherwise, I would just probably use two at one time. Probably can fit 3 or 4 mugs in at a time. I'm not going to try that, but that's just for your reference. Before I give you my final thoughts, let's look at this one in comparison to the previous sublimation oven, because I have that one too. And I do think it's important to, compare really apples to apples. This is just the newest brand. This one is $279 at the time of this recording, March 4th, 2023. And the other one, the previous model, is $269. So it's right at $10 less than this one. I'll go grab it so we can see what they look like next to each other. All right, so now you can see that I have both ovens on my table at one time. They are both equally cute. One thing to note, you cannot have both of these. Well, I cannot have both of these plugged in and in use at one time. I could have both of them plugged in, but I would only be able to use one of them at a time. This one is considerably smaller. This one, let's see how many tumblers we can fit in here. Let me grab those. All right, so let's look at it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Can we fit 4? We can fit 4, but not very well. So I definitely would not suggest doing this. I do think 3 would fit in there nicely. You could definitely put something in between the two of these and make sure that they were not touching, and you probably would do this with ease and not have a problem. I have sublimated 3 tumblers in here at one time. These are all 20-ounce tumblers. Now, once we look at this, remember this one was 12 inches in width and 12 inches in height. In comparison to this one, it is right at 16, looks like it's 16 and a half inches in width, and just all the way from the left to the right, and let's see, right at about 13 and a half inches in height. Okay, so same design for the most part. I just think that this one is a lot easier to use. It doesn't take away any of the love that I have for this original sublimation oven, because if you saw me unbox this, you will know that I love this. I speak very highly of it. I love it very, very much. Okay, so let me give you my final thoughts. Make sure to leave any questions you have below the video. Let me give you my final thoughts about this new PYD Life Sublimation Oven that has a capacity of 12 liters. I love it. I think it's so cute. I think it's so cute. It's, I'm always going to start with cute because cute is important. But I will say that, if space is not a factor, so if you already have enough space for the previous sublimation oven, the one that I just showed you in comparison to this, I think that one is a fine purchase. It's actually $10 cheaper than this one. You'll get a bigger basket for more space. But I do love the simplicity of this digital display. I think that is a game changer. I love that. It's only one button. And I've said before, anything that only has one button, is simple. I do love that. I think it's a space saver, and having a lot of space is important for crafters because we have a lot of stuff. Crafters tend to be shoppers, and I'm speaking for myself when I say that. But if there are questions that you have that I did not answer in this unboxing, please leave them below the video, and I will try my best to respond to your questions related to this sublimation oven. It is 110 volts. You saw that I had it plugged into a power strip. I would suggest not having too many things plugged in at one time. And I also, I'm just going to speak from my personal experience here. I only tend to have one. This is considered as a heat press. I only have one heat press powered on at one time. So you see my big heat press back there in the background. I would not be able to have that powered on and this powered on at the same time. I typically don't ever do that. I've learned from experience that it will create an outage up here in my crafting room, and I don't have time for that. But hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications, because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.